Welcome in, everybody. Today is the first day of autumn. It's September 22nd on a Wednesday. They announced the new snapshot will probably come out tomorrow. It was not today. But we have other things that we'd like to work on. So let's see. Impressions. Welcome, everybody. Let's see. Bot running. I think so. Okay, let's see. Music is on. Good. Whoa, we already got a raid. From Corby. Welcome in, raiders. How was your stream? What were you up to? Corwin? How do you pronounce it? Is it Corwin? Or Corwin? Last playing some Minecraft. Awesome. Welcome in, guys. Just starting up my stream. Yes. Awesome. Probably forget at that though. How was your stream? What are you guys doing? Welcome in, raiders. Everyone else is coming into the stream. Make sure to hit the follow button if you haven't already. Getting close to that 40,000 follower mark. Is a huge milestone. Let's send out the announcements so people know that we are streaming. Welcome in, Cactus. Wildly suggested to radio. Oh, that's awesome. How was the stream? Playing Minecraft. I see that. What exactly we're doing Minecraft? We got lost in the chat. We're doing mini games, survival, building. Let us know. Make sure you guys are subbed to me on YouTube because I do send out notifications. You do have to have the bell turned on as well. We don't miss out on future streams. Everybody's new, welcome in. And make sure to hit that follow button. Stream's a little bit different, pretty chill. Get a chat with everybody in the stream. Also, you can see how I design stuff. let's go ahead and let people know. And we are streaming right now. No snapshot today. Sounds like it might come out tomorrow. Let's check the info command. It says snapshot no new snapshot. I'll write that. No new snapshot. Signing new shulker farm base off of Etho and HF sign. Cool. We got Senior in the chat. We got Icon, a Google. We got Lost. Whoa, Lost. Then did the sub notifications not come through? Pretty crazy. Like, yeah, I see you sub there, Lost. Thanks so much for coming in with the Twitch sub. Don't know why the notification didn't come through. We got Ilio in our chat, as well as Wildy, great moderators of the stream. We got Mike, Combo Rice. We got Who, Bananas here. Rim, Jack. Doom, welcome in. Iton. Okay, I'll set up notifications on YouTube. So last stream, which was Saturday, we didn't have one on Sunday. I did some helping with volunteering. So Saturday we did finishing up the Enderman farm, and I wanted to get around to the new shulker shell design. So we're finally going to get to that today, which is awesome. Okay, how's everybody doing? We got the notifications on, music's on. Let's turn on my controller. You guys can hop on the server if you want to. We are using the new bot system, so if you have any problems, let me know. We can try to fix that going forward. And we should be able to turn that off. We are on the testing server. Settings look good. Good. Awesome. Let's go a little ways away from spawn. Okay, so HF made this layout here, which is one of the questions I was trying to figure out. Actually, I could put my foot controller on too, but I think I might stand up for a while. Tell me if my mic gets weird. Does my mic sound good still? Well, this layout shows the area in which shulkers and the golem kind of aggro nearby shulkers. This was the main problem that I had when I was trying to make the multi-level ones. So he figured out that what is it? The golem, which goes here. Oh, I guess you can't place a block in. Let's put in a slab. The golem aggroes out in a square, right? No, the golem aggroes out in a circle. The golem is a yellow circle, and the shulker, which goes here, he aggroes out in the square. So for the nearby shulkers to be mad, they have to be both in the square and in the circle. Because they have to be able to be told to get mad by the shulker. And they have to be able to still see the golem in the area, otherwise they will no longer be mad. Can you unmute on Discord? Sure. That one? Yeah, okay. Hey, Lost. If you guys want to join the voice call, we are there on my Discord. Can I do Twitch and Minecraft at the same time? Dang. So HF has made a modified version of Ethos Shulker Farm. Already has a whole bunch of chambers, but the shulker they just keep trying to split and failing until they die. So let me load up that. He has a pretty good design, but I would like to kind of take the design from the beginning, see if I can improve on anything. Let's see if I do. I'm not sure which one it is actually. Okay, so this is one of his designs. HF. So essentially has a whole bunch of locations for the shulker to teleport to. And I put a golem in here. Oh. I had to kill this guy. No. There, I guess that's a good place for him. Pull him there. Shulker there. And then they aggro each other. Oh, the game does not like it when I stand there. There it goes. Those two guys aggro each other. Then one shulker's in here. The idea is to make this guy mad. His bullets fly around until they hit himself. Is open. Until he splits. Okay, so he did split. Now there's two of them. So they just keep doing this until there's a whole bunch of them. I guess there's another one there. They'll eventually get mad again. Now, there's a few rules that the shulkers follow. And one is that when they get a lot of, there's a lot of nearby duplicates of them, there's a less chance that they'll actually split. Okay, so let's look at the exact rules so we can kind of understand what's going on. Okay. So, the rules, one of the rules is, the hit shulker needs to find somewhere to teleport. It takes a random block in a 17 by 17 area, centered the shulker, and checks if the block has a valid base to teleport to. Not proceeds to try this up to 4 times. No valid bases is found. The attempt fails. That's after it hits itself with a bullet while it's open. There's one that died. Produce a shell. Okay. Each other shulker within 8 blocks of the hit shulker decreases the odds of success by 20%. And 5 or more other shulkers are nearby. No shulkers will spawn. So the downside to this system is that once it fills up with shulkers, once there's 5 or more, then it's just a matter of time before one dies. Which is kind of a slow death. Hey, crispy cheese. Let's find out some of the requirements for this. We just gotta get the shulker mad. Has to shoot a bullet down, then back up again. Hit itself. There's quite a few of these doing this at once. There's a chance that it will succeed. All the guys in this area are getting mad. From these center guys are right here. If you have over 50 hours lost, then ask one of the stream admins. Don't ask me. Or ask one of the server admins. It makes a shulker bullet turn around. So there's nothing down here. This is like a dead end. There's a block here. So it hits the dead end and then it goes back. I believe these despawn after time. Lost. You just have to ping them on the Discord. The server admin role. I guess it can accidentally bump into something. They don't despawn. How many entities are there? 50 entities. Few mobs spawning. Okay, let's turn that back off again. Yeah, one of the downsides he said is there's just a lot of bullets kind of sitting around. But with this design of his, it's double stacked. See how many bullets are left behind. We have a glowing one. Glow entity, okay. Oh. That commands don't work in this one. This version. It'd be kind of cool to see them in there. But once there's 5 shulkers. Within the 16 cubed area, then they're no longer gonna split. My first question is it worth making it this big? I think the positive of making it this big is that you could have 8 guys over here, and technically they wouldn't be in range of like 8 more guys that are over here. But it does mean you have to place a lot more blocks in order to get all this. Yeah, if anybody has issues with the new bot, let Lost know or ping me so I can inform him. In HF, he tried to maximize the area which it aggroes. We looked at that area before. So it's circle combined with a square. And it goes all the way up this high, which I think is what, 8 blocks above her? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 that direction. Okay, so first we need to try to see if a new shulker comes in, is he gonna be automatically aggroed? It looks like he's not gonna be automatically aggroed. Then we remove that and put it again. he's still not aggro. So I think we have to de-aggro this guy before he can aggro another one. Look at the Gordies. Infinite space means infinite loaded chunks means infinite leg. Okay. So now he sees them, so now he's aggro. Okay. Guy has a de-aggro in order for the new shulkers to be aggro. The reason why I want the new shulkers to be aggro because the more shulkers you get shooting bolts around, more likely it is to hit themselves and to split. And this guy, he de-aggros after some time. Then when he re-aggros, he tells other ones to get mad again. Why would the shulker automatically aggro? Because there's a shulker nearby that gets hit, so he gets mad too. What does it take to be one of your designers? What type of designer do you mean? Like, do my channel art or do emotes or something? If you want to send me some emotes or fan art, you can do that on my Discord. You asking what it takes to be onto the server? Anybody can join the server. You want to develop redstone on your server? Anybody can be on the server. So the de-aggroing and aggroing is important. So simple redstone would break the connection so they no longer aggro after time. When it re-aggroes, it's only going to make the new shulker mad. But all the previous shulkers would still be mad. We're just adding one more shulker into the bunch. To start attacking. So then we would get, ultimately, there'd be like 5 of these guys, kind of one area. Shooting bullets, eventually hitting themselves. Some would die, but that would just give opportunity for others to split. Let's get a glowing effect to see how many are in here. There's more than 8. That's because they're spaced out. Oh yeah, we also built this near the ground, so they're teleporting out. Yeah, I should build this in the air. Okay, let's put this in the air. Okay, let's get rid of these shulkers. Make sure not to place anything here. Okay. It'd be more space efficient to have pillars surrounded by 4 air columns. Pillars surrounded by 4 air columns. Well, it's sort of like that. There's air here, 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 and here. And the column's just too wide. High percentage of blocks for the shulkers to teleport duplicate to. So that is true, but trying to figure out if that's even needed. It doesn't make sense. Makes sense to give them a lot of room. Is this a different one? Oh, okay. I probably don't need different color shulkers. And the too wide gap is to give place for their head. We got another one that split. But once there's 5 in area, they shouldn't split anymore, but some of them will teleport around and get into new areas. So like if we have a guy over here, they'll be able to split if they don't see any other guys nearby. You can get over the limit of 5. It's sort of like having 2 different farms going on. It can overlap. Hey Lord Chaotic, how goes it? PR Gamer says, what's up? Don't remove the wither. More room is good. This is essentially the largest amount of room. Giving them a lot of places to teleport to. Because they have 4 chances to look for somewhere to teleport to when they want to split. By having more room, they're less likely to fail. But is there any reason why they can't fail? Let's say they do fail. Let's say we only have a few spots for them to actually teleport to. What if we have individual kind of rooms? If we have some... Let's put some markers. We had some over here. Let me use a different color. So if we had a couple rooms over here, a couple rooms on each side, I don't think they would detect each other. Do the old designs not work anymore? They still work. This is just a different take on it. It's less efficient. It's more of like a kind of a brute force method where you just put a whole bunch of shulkers and you hope you get a lot of output. Hey, Power Pug. Let's give them glowing again. Now there's that many of them. So it did get, at some point it's going to reach a number where they're not really going to be able to add more. They're just going to be constantly splitting. There are going to be some that are dying, and the new ones replacing them. Because there's so many, then the other design we'd only have one. We'd only have the center guy trying to send splits out. But this one, you essentially have tons of guys. Must be like more than 10 of these guys here. And they're all splitting. They're all attempting to split. But when they fail, they teleport. So when they succeed, they teleport away and they leave their split. When they fail, they teleport away without leaving a split. You see them like teleporting. They're not always adding a new one into the game. And this is just because the numbers are so high. Why are they attacking though? They're mad at the center shulker. So is it really that important to have tons of space for them to teleport to? Probably not, because even if one shulker that splits fails to find a location, ultimately fails a split, there's just so many other shulkers that will take its place. It's more about running out of room, because there only can be 5 shulkers per 17 cubed area. I think we can actually, we don't need as big of area. We look at the area where they interact with each other. Not really big enough where you can have individual quadrants. Maybe it is. Because they kind of search up to 8 blocks away. One thing we should do, I know HS said he compacted this down. I know we can compact it down by moving this a little bit closer. But which one, if we moved... Move the goal, or remove the shulker closer. Would make the overlap a little bit better. I think moving the shulker should be easier. Yeah, if you guys haven't already joined my Discord, make sure to click that link there in the chat. Okay, so this shouldn't be too hard. I also thought about putting them somewhere else. Let's try out some different layouts first. We need the golem. Then we need shulker. Good to have some lava in between them. Hey IOG, also got JT in the chat. Hey Gamby. Okay, so Golem's going here. Lost, can you not do that here? Okay. So the shulker should be able to go over here. I think that would make it a little bit closer. Okay. You can kind of see how that works. Did he actually hurt himself? He must have hurt himself higher. You just gotta make sure the golem doesn't actually, or the shulker isn't able to hit himself. We don't want him to split. I think it's just because I had a hole in there. So this is one block smaller. Might not make a big difference. How about maybe also putting them vertically? Okay, JT, that's what I was thinking. Then we can stop it like that. They should de-aggro. So let's see if we can make a vertical one. I'm not sure how that would work. Vertical. Let's just say the shulker's here. And we have lava here, trapdoor here, the golem here. Had to put a button there, but you get the point. How about this one? Diego? Yeah, he does. Oh yeah, so the only problem with this one is that I think there was no real way to detect when he's mad and when he's not mad. Could just put it on a clock. Does the lava hurt him? Well, he's technically not really in the lava. So I want to give a brief summary they can. I think this is the only way I can do it. If I put the golem on top, he doesn't. Nothing really keeps him from falling through. Golem with the shulker is able to sit upside down. When it gets mad, extends. It could detect it with string, but yeah, the pressure plate's so much easier. Why is this guy still mad? Is he mad at this guy over here? Kind of curious of what kind of area these guys being vertical, because HF mapped out this. Essentially, his golem would be on top. So you change a little bit. The re-aggroing of the shulker is only really used for the new shulker. The new shulkers only come about fairly rarely. If you go back over to here, we only can really get new shulker. Once it gets started, we only can really new shulker when we lose when somebody dies. When somebody dies, we get more. New shulkers. That takes a while because they have to pretty much hit themselves until they die. Do you ever need lava to destroy the bullets? If you can detect when it grow. I'll probably just put on a timer. Bullet never makes it to the trapdoor, just burns on lava. But like just sitting here, you can see how many died and how many new ones are, because they don't have the glowing. We lost, it looks like we lost at least 1, 2, gained about 3 or 4. All kind of evens out in the end. They do just constantly keep shooting off bullets. So all the old ones just keep hurting themselves until they die. Oh yeah, of course when they teleport too, then they have to put out some new bullets to start killing themselves again. There's shulker over the hoppers. Huh, I'm not actually sure how that got there. Maybe the item got... This got glitched in the wall and fell downwards. A hopper minecart would pick that up. This is HF's design. Oh, the outer ones? Here? Oh, yeah, there's probably some stuff that's supposed to be here. I don't know exactly. Probably some rails or something they popped off. They're probably incline rails. Okay. Let's look at area again. I believe HF told me the exact dimensions. Maybe just show me the image. So sphere would be 20 high, but the shulker just lost 10. Falcon the entity is more than 20 blocks the sphere distance away. So snow golem isn't perfectly centered. It varies by 1 block. Group aggro is 33 by 33, 21 high. by 33 is quite large. Around the shulker. So that'd be 15, that'd be 16 on both sides. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, okay. So this guy, the shulker here, will tell other shulkers 16 blocks in each direction to be mad as golem. But they can't be mad at him in all situations. We have one like here. So he gets like mad because he's in a circle, but if I put him here, he's screaming for over an hour. He doesn't get mad. This was the main thing I was trying to overcome my portal setup. How much time have you spent on the MC community? Raise works. Yes. I've been playing the game for over 12 years. The community is pretty small back then. Okay. So the benefit of putting the golem and the shulker above each other. The closer they are, the closer they're two different shapes. That they're atop each other. Markers do aggro when the entity is more than 20 blocks here distance away. So, biggest we can make this is if we had a 20 blocks of here around it. Is that what this is? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. That don't seem like it's 20. Oh, if it's, oh, because it's probably 19 then. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 18, and this would be 19 in the center. Um, but then it's limited by the box. So the closer the two are, better it would do. Does the shulker aggro if it's that one block gap between the yellow and the green circle? No, it has to be the yellow circle. Inside the yellow circle is the green plus the red. I'm not sure if he marked the outside of the box or the inside of the box. I'm gonna grab a drink. And in the meantime, you guys can check out my other social links. I'll be right back in a minute. I am back. If you're up, you're able to run any commands. Yeah. So we're trying to figure out, do we gain anything by putting the golem and the shulker really close to each other? also change the difficulty. So essentially by putting them close together, we get the circle and the square to overlap more. So right now it's more off-centered. Not sure why it changes right here. Hey, Lulu. That's the block I was asking about? Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure what's going on there either. Must just be because of the center. He did say if the golem isn't centered just perfectly, it could be off by a little bit. So what we would lose, we'd lose some height. That wouldn't make a big difference. Thanks for hosting Keys Gold. Did I miss anything else? Minecraft Hula also hosted. Thanks for hosting. Mathematic says, what method for moving mobs would you say is easiest? I would say boats or minecarts. Hey, Linksy's in the chat. We get a shout out for Linksy. How goes it? Got your VIP badge. Also got your sub badge and your Twitch verified partner. Here's a shout out to Linksy. He has an amazing stream over there. Make sure to drop him a follow by clicking that link there. He has a crazy hardcore world where he's adding farms and aesthetic looking builds to the area. You've been running that world for a long time too. You also got some videos on YouTube touring it off. Make sure to check him out over there and sub to him on YouTube. Then how goes the shulker farm? It's going good. So HF is a person who's been helping me, but now I'm helping him. He came up with that design over there, and we're trying to see if we can help him at all. Concept's pretty simple, kind of like a brute force, where you just kind of let everything go crazy, and you eventually get some outcome out of it. But let's see if I do this. You kind of see it at work. Shulker's in there. Eventually die. The new ones replace them. This is all based off of our previous discovery about how we can use a single aggroing system in the center to aggro all nearby shulkers. Yeah, there's actually not that much redstone. I think this is kind of the only redstone right here. He also had some rail systems. Pick up the shells and drop them off. But other than that, it's kind of just chamber after chamber after chamber, the same thing. I think we can minimize a lot of these chambers. The way it works is a little bit confusing because one of it is based off a sphere around golem, the other one's based off of a cube around the shulker, yeah. I was thinking about putting them closer together, and then I think this red here is the shulker overlap. The green circle is the golem, and then where the overlap is the yellow. That's only the area which you can use, and that's why his farm is in this shape. It's kind of where the two intersect. Efficient to have 2 decentralized agro stations, 2 always agro shulkers. The way that he designed his is he tried to put as many based off of a single aggroing system. What happened to the golem? Or the shulker? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. It's up here. We got one of our aggroing systems in the center. He's trying to make it reach out as far as possible. But the farm is like tieable. Like if you wanted to, you could just build another one of these farms somewhere else. You know, with a little bit of space in between. Like there's nothing stopping you from just making more of these. Any particular reason the outside of it is made of soul sand. You don't TP. Hey Rainbin, how goes it? Yeah. If I did try to simplify this, I might try to find... might want to reduce the materials it takes to build this. Also, probably want to figure out how many bullets are flying around in here. Because there is... after a while, it gets quite a few bullets. A lot of entities. If I did go with this system here, I guess the question is, how consistent is the shulker at hitting him? Like 100% pretty much. Yeah, I think pretty much. Okay, that's good. That means as soon as you open the trap door, he can hit the other guy. We can put this on a clock. And by having it on the clock, by having a clock, we can remove the detection system. I don't know if he hand marked all this. I know he did have some things overlaying it. Are these leggy? I would guess. I mean, I really don't notice any leg. But I'm guessing there is a few bullet entities. Let's see. Looks like there's 36 entities. I would say at least there's probably 10 or more shulkers in there. So then there's like maybe 20 bullets. I mean, that's not that much. I wish you can give the glowing effect to the bullets, but it doesn't work. 40 entities now, back in the 30s. How many shulkers do you think are there? It says it's giving glowing to 25, so there's like 25 shulkers in there, depending if there's other ones people have around here. So that means there's probably 10 bolts in there. That's not bad. I think that's pretty good. Hey HF, how goes it? He says leg with one layer is okay. Way less leg than water flushing. That's true. Rain Bandit coming in with 69 biddies, saying nice. Thanks so much for the biddies. I really appreciate the support. The link says okay, so not that bad. No, I don't seem that bad at all. Especially with the water one. Water updates. The water updates are more client side because if you don't look at the water, it doesn't really affect you. Or the bullets are entities. They are being handled by the server. But it's still so minimal. I mean, if you had like 10 of these farms, then you'd probably notice something. Give opt. Okay, I can give you opt. Oh, can I give you opt? Oh, maybe I can't. I can do it inside of the you can do it inside of the console though. I give you opt because I think everybody got their roles. Oh, I don't know how to say it. But I can do it in here. 147. Okay, does that work? Looks like it might have. Yeah, HF, I guess currently what I did is I just kind of figure out what parts were important about the whole system, which parts aren't that important. So some parts I don't think are that important, or having that many spaces for them to teleport to. It's not really needed when you have like so many shulkers always teleporting. They'll just find a spot to split to. And because only like one or two die each time, right? Okay, it looks like we lost maybe 3 that time, and then we got like 3 that came back. There's just so many of them. Other ones are going to find a spot to replace them. Essentially, every shulker you see that teleports that doesn't do a split means that those are shulkers that could have potentially did a split, but they couldn't because there's too many shulkers around them. Meaning that just tells you how many extra guys are kind of like backup guys in case it does. In case one guy fails, there's so many guys that are just there to replace them. So I think we can drastically reduce the area. That makes sense. I don't have 20 hours, I think. Were you able to, does the op help you? Try reduced it. 1 rectangle. Is it sustainable? Yeah, with this many shulkers in here, the chance of failure would be so minuscule. How did it go when you tried to replace it? It was too small and it wasn't sustainable. How small did you try to go? I was thinking about maybe making like 4 rectangles. Like put a rectangle there, one on each side kind of. Here and here. And then technically these rectangles would be almost 8 blocks away from each other. The largest rectangle I could fit into this shape. Oh, the largest rectangle. Oh, really? Oh, you did a rectangle like from Like here, kind of like this way and this way kind of thing? Or maybe not, maybe a little bit in a little bit. You think that wasn't enough? Yeah, I'm in a voice call right now if you want to hop in. Are you able to talk in the voice call? They lose aggro on reloading. The center one will always re-aggro them. HF just joined my Discord. I'm in the voice call. I don't know how active you have to be to talk in there. Are you able to talk or not? Okay, I unmuted you. Maybe you can talk now. What is it? Oh, I think I might automatically mute you. Here, I'll just move you into different voice call. Can you talk now? Hey.
Yes. Does it work? Do you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So the rectangle doesn't work out very well. Because the corner of the farm has less space, suitable spaces than the center, so a circle is always a better shape, I figured out.
Could you say that again?
In the rectangle you always have a corner cell, and in the corner you have just a quarter of it where the shulker can duplicate to.
Can you repeat that last part? Maybe talk a little
Circle
slower.
to
Something about the
get more
corner.
cells to it. I will try to make the voice better because I have some echo.
In the corner, the shulkers are much more likely to fail. Yeah. It makes sense because the corners are where they can count other shulkers around them. And they can come up to a total of 8 or 5. That's what he's saying, I think. And then again, maybe the corner be any worse than anything else. Are they just that much more likely to count other shulkers? I guess so. I was thinking about doing like a rectangle in each of the far sides. I was also trying to think about getting the most area. If it the circle is 20 blocks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Six gonna be there to be 17. You said it's. Did you say the sphere around the golem is? Oh, the sphere goes out further, but at the lower range of it, this is the smallest of the sphere is. You're still muted, by the way, HF. Corner ones fail because no
Yes, yes.
surfaces. The center one failed because too many surrounding them.
I tried to make my voice better, but I don't know if it works well. When I go into creative mode, it's somehow survival for some reason and I die. So.
Creative mode into survival. I don't know what that is going on.
Look, when I go into creative mode,
Are you staying beside me?
pull down and it's like survival mode. It says I speak. Something is
Oh,
going on.
I'm not sure. Maybe because you're not supposed to be opt. I'm not.
Okay.
How much watch time do you have, HF?
I have 12 hours, I think.
Did you say 12?
Yeah. Anyway, it's no issue. So the rectangle doesn't really work out very well because the corner is always a pretty bad position to be in. For any shulker. Shulker goes there to die. Still need lots of space that they can duplicate to. We still want those duplication chances.
Can you say that last part, but say it slower and pronunciate?
If you have the rectangle, you have
Rectangle.
a corner block, and in the corner block, when the shulker looks for a 17 by 17 by 17 area to duplicate to, just finds a quarter of it because it's right in the corner.
Okay. And
The
it
corner
fails?
position, yes, the corner position is always bad. It goes there to die, so we don't really want the rectangle. Circle shape is a little bit better because there is no such block that is so bad. Like having no cell is better than having a cell that is bad. Or it just goes to die.
Okay. I was thinking that, I don't know. I was thinking about making like boxes just like on this far end having
Multiple boxes within this area work out. You could
maybe
try it. It's all just try and error. But I know that at some point it gets unstable. You can't really make it much smaller. So it gets slower still. Like it's still better if it's as large as possible.
a box like this. Do you see this?
I think that would be too small. It's really just try and error. Also what I have in my farm, the bottom block, the floor block is soul sand. And this causes the bullet to hit the soul sand and like die. It doesn't stick around for a long bullet itself. If the bottom layer is glass, then this doesn't happen. It makes it a tiny bit faster, but you have more bullets around and I guess it could cause a bit more lag. So I still stick with soul sand.
Can you say that again? But maybe enunciate a little bit more.
Yes. The very bottom of the farm, I have soul sand.
Yes.
Yes, on every cell. And the shulker bullet that's in there, when it flies down, it sometimes pathfinds through the soul sand and hits the soul sand and gets destroyed.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and if you replace the soul sand with glass and put buttons on top of it so that the shooter can't. Yeah, the bullet will stick around for longer and the farm will be faster. But there will be many bullets inside, and I think that the bullets will maybe cause more lag. The
Okay.
farm gets maybe 10% faster, but it will cause more lag.
Should be able to manually add him to the 50-hour team? Maybe. Not sure if I know how to do that. Join an hour. Does that help you, HF?
Wait. Yes, it's fine now.
You really think this whole area is actually needed?
Look, I made a farm that is about, I will map it out here, was
Do you say something?
just mapping out the rectangle that I made.
Okay. That's how you try to make yours, kind of like that?
Yes, this size was too small. After an hour or two of tick rub, he died.
You're saying all the shulkers died?
Well, it teleported around and duplicated, and at some point, most of the shulkers ended up in a corner, like somewhere around here.
Mm-hmm.
Then they slowly died off and was broken.
Oh.
Always the corner that's the problem with those shapes.
Was that one layer or 2 layers?
Layer. I always try to stick with one layer because you can see inside and I think it's easier to build.
Two layers, there's more teleporting areas.
Yes.
I guess it could still end up at the top and in the corner. When I was watching these guys, shulkers up here, splitting and stuff, it seems like there's just so many guys splitting that they would happen to find a location pretty easily.
It's important that there are many shulkers around because there is not much chance from the space itself for them to duplicate, so the more you have, the more stable it is. I prefer the one layer farm. I even built it on a survival server. Playing for, I don't know, 4 days now.
Hmm.
It's a paper server, so even there it works.
I guess I was also messing around with moving the golem and shulker. You think this
Yes,
would
that
help a little bit? I guess to give a little bit more surface
would help a
area.
lot. I have one design where the golem and the shulker is one block closer. It makes the shape more circular and it works a bit better.
Is it kind of
Much of a
like
difference.
these over here? This one is, they're one closer to each other, and this one they're like on top of each other. I thought about just putting a clock in here. That way they would be directly on top of each other, but the Y level would just be off by a little bit.
Yes, I had one that's like this one where it's one closer to
Where are you
each
at?
other.
This one?
And it's also what I saw. It's also important that the golem is in a cauldron. That he is centered on the block.
Oh, yeah.
You need this because if he moves around, then the outer layers of the farm stop working. This could be handy for a farm that has just one layer.
So by bringing them closer, you just get slightly more spots for them to teleport to if you fill
And
up
it's
the
more
area.
circular because circle moves more ends.
Okay. It really stinks that you need this much area. But did you say you try to make it a rectangle or a square?
It was a rectangle. It wasn't.
You try a
It's all trial
square?
there, where you can just try to remove some layers and see how.
Okay, what I might do is I might just take this vertical design, put it in the center, and then try to put a square around it, and then see if it fails.
What I saw is that the pillets shouldn't be able to fly on the same layer as the core is.
Can you speak up?
I think the cells have to end before they reach the column. Like if the cell goes beyond the column.
Okay. There's like a too thick wall here. Oh, you're talking about
If it's like
the
this
height.
from the hive, yes. If there's a bullet inside, it will stick around at the level of the golem, I think. And it will
Oh,
be
okay.
less likely to hit the shulker itself.
Yeah, we kind of had that problem with the older designs too, where if we
That's
would
why
have
you
the aggro system in line with
that's
it,
why
then
you
it would just
see
get stuck.
that's why you see it on the double layer farm. The layer where the rails are is exactly where the golem is, so
I
that
see.
no cell is on the golem.
If you do a single layer, you just put like one layer, just the top part of this.
Single layer just stops where the golem is.
You would just not build the bottom piece of this. You're doing one layer.
Not the top ones. I'm not going to build the top one.
Oh, you just want to build the top one.
Yes.
Okay.
Build the top layer.
Yeah, it's a really nice design, just a lot of block placement.
I mean, I built it in survival and it wasn't too bad because it's just a checkerboard that you build up. So
Yeah, it's not a
it wasn't
confusing
much of a
pattern.
problem. It's just how you get to the shape itself, which is a little bit confusing to get this right.
Okay. So, is there a particular reason why the sales are so high? You just try to maximize the distance above the golem? Or below the golem?
Look, it starts here on the bottom layer of the shulker. This is the absolute bottom where the shulker still grows. It's just as high as possible. Starts at the very bottom of the shape and goes up till the golem. So it's just as high as it's possible.
Okay.
Higher.
Did you figure out how many like teleportation locations? I guess it's kind of hard to figure out. Depends where they are in within it.
And I did the math when you see that. Like, let's say if you have a shulker in the middle here and it's just one layer, then you have 25% of teleportation spaces. But you have the shulker of the snow golem close to it, so it limits it by those 20% too. It's not much of a problem because we have so many shulkers inside that it makes up for it. One of them will have a successful attempt.
That's what I was hoping. 'Cause you got like so many of them, and like one dies, but then there's still a bunch more that are all trying to replace it. Okay.
Amount of shulkers that's inside is dependent on how large the farm is. If you build it
Yeah.
half the size,
That's what I was kind of hoping to make like different quadrants, and then hopefully they could kind of like be isolated. But it don't really seem like it's gonna work out.
if they are able to teleport from one to another, it should be fine.
Yeah, yeah, like they would be able to teleport from one to another. But I don't know. I don't think it's really worth it.
The thing that's really confusing is the pattern. It might like put people off from building it
Yeah, that's why I was
without
trying to
the
make it a
pattern.
square.
A square would be this much easier, but it's just not the good shape for it.
Maybe let's just try to maximize the amount of area. So if we have them over top each other like this, we should get a little bit more room to work with. And then we can just cut out a little bit of the corners and make it a square. How did you draw like the circle, the sphere, and the
Yes, wait, I
cube?
can show you. So, um, I started with the shulker because that's easy. Like the
Okay.
shulker where
How,
it's
how about
centered.
we how about we start a new area? I think this vertical
Start a
setup would
new.
be good, right?
Let's move it somewhere.
Yeah, how about we move this vertical setup? Let's just put it above this other one.
I read that we have space to work with.
Oh, okay, over there. Um, Abstract says a square should be fine as long as it's big. Well, we're kind of limited by a few things. There's this lighting bug in snapshot. Um, let's first see if we can get the golem inside of the um cauldron. So his head sticks out a little bit, right? If I have lava there, I think he's gonna burn. Co Is composter any different? It's lower. Yeah, I think if I leave and come back, it fixes that. Yeah, it fixes the light. Please don't do it with lighting bug chunks. Yeah, but yeah, just that fixes it. It's like a client side thing. Okay, so let's grab a composter. I kind of forget the differences between the two of these. 0.1, so this one's lower, yeah. But 0.4, yeah. So they're the same. They're the same side to side, but the composter's lower, so I think we should put them inside the composter. And then have a trap door. Guess we gotta get rid of them. No. Can I put them in there? Oh my goodness.
Are you using those screw blocks?
Say that again?
Are you using those skulk blocks? They better?
Skulk blocks?
Those ones. Fika. Why are you using those?
Can you speak up?
Why are you using those skulk shrieker blocks?
I guess I don't quite understand what you're saying.
It's okay.
I was just trying to get him inside of the composter. Apparently he's bigger than a player, because a player can do this. He must be wider than a player. Um... Ah! Okay, there's one way I can do this. Or maybe not. Ah. I just have to push it in there or something. And this one wouldn't have a detection system. It would just be on a timer. Does that make sense? If we're only doing half a layer, the layer is going to be underneath it. We should have plenty of room to add a clock in.
Golem died.
Golem died? From what?
Touched the lava. I put it in.
Really? Touching lava? Oh, is it taller than the player? Or am I crouching? Oh, I guess I'm crouching. Oh. Hmm. How tall is a golem? Not that tall. It should just be tall enough to touch it. Oh, he is. I'll try and put him in, like, inside the composter. Not just inside of it, but like on the floor of it. Oh, oh, what the? Eyes on the piston. What? Is that? Oh, oh, the trap. Oh, hold on. Oh, you still, yeah, you can't go through the trap. It's like, it's possible, but kind of annoying doing in survival. Let me just teleport him in there. Okay. That's how you have to put them in there. It's kind of annoying because apparently they're wider than a player. You have to punch him up into the block first, then push the trapper down. Yeah, it's possible, just annoying. You also gotta be careful not to push him side to side. Actually, I don't know how centered he is. Look fairly centered. Yeah, actually it might be pretty well centered. If you spectate him, you can kind of see he's sitting at 0.5 to 0.47, so not perfectly centered, but you could get him that way if you wanted to. Use the trick that I showed. Okay, so what is it based off of? The bottom of the golem's leg?
Based on the bottom of the golem, yes.
And then the center of the shulker. The shulker is a square.
Yes. That's the bottom of it. And down.
This is the bottom of the square. How far do you go up?
16.
15, you say?
16.
16? And the circle is slightly bigger.
20,
It's 20?
20 in radius, yes. But we have to test this out.
Okay.
Just placing a shulker.
It'll be like half a block over in some cases. The lowest point is determined by the shulker. The highest point is also determined by the shulker. But the corners are determined by the golem. Oh, so you manually do the circle part?
You just have to figure out an eighth of the circle. Like
I
if you
gotcha.
figure it out till here, you can conclude on the rest.
Okay. I don't got a clock here yet, so I'll have to. One thing I did notice when I tested this is that it seems like it's 100% when the golem, we open the trapdoor, 100% chance that the golem will hit the shulker. I should probably protect the golem. Okay, and you're saying the bottom section is only going to go up to underneath of his feet?
Yes, but we can test if it works higher too. It was just that I made one cell and it didn't work out well, so I didn't even try.
Yeah, I'm just going to put in a clock so we don't have to manually do this each time. Hello, Mr. Fox. I want the opposite of that, I guess. Oh, actually, it has to be probably slower than that. This has to be slower. Mr. Fox says, love your chill streams. Thanks. I can't remember how long it takes them to aggro. Well, I had the best clock for this. Might use a different clock. I guess I'll work for now. What about a plus sign shape? Maybe that'll simplify it a little bit. That'd be slightly more room than a square.
Could work, but I think this will be squarey anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit better. Be a little bit easier to understand than kind of that moon shape, half moon shape. Did you try
Nice
with all?
shape.
Is that it?
It's a nice shape, I like it. Ones won't aggro.
Can you say that again? Yeah, I mean, definitely looks pretty nice. The circle is slightly smaller than the square. Or did you cut someone
No,
off
no,
here?
the square, the circle is larger, but we can't figure out what's going on outside because we won't argue because of the shulker anyway.
Oh, this row is outside of the shulker range.
So we can't figure this out.
Okay. I thought this was within it. It looks like it sometimes works. Isn't that consistent? Firebolt Chill coming in with a 10 biddies. So much. Appreciate that. You guys can also put messages with those. If you guys want to, you can hop onto the server. So far, I haven't seen anybody complain about the refresh bot working or not working. Yeah, it seems like it's kind of random from this far out. And this is kind of what I was seeing when I was trying to add multiple portals for a single egg ring center. It's kind of like this iffy area. I guess it's just best to just avoid this area because it's not consistent. Um. Okay. That actually looks really nice. So okay. Um. So the pattern that you use on the floor. Do you find that to be the best setup? The works on the yellow. I guess the question is, we're probably working with odd numbers, aren't we? For the odd numbers, it looks like you just cut it a little bit short. Firebolt coming in with another biddy says, sharing the wealth. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. So it would be this. It ends. It ends there. took this all the way across, that'd be like his rectangle. We can try the rectangle. We can actually do some math, figure out what's better, a rectangle or a square for surface area. Square should be a little bit better. Maybe not. Just because the shulker ends up in the corner like this, it only is going to check 8 blocks that way, 8 blocks that way. Potentially not even 8 blocks. Well, be 8 blocks down too. Let's do a little bit of math. So we have, let's say the white is the space for the shulkers. We have 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We have about 9 spawning spots. I'm gonna sit down, do some math. Is the mic still good? Okay, so we're gonna say there's about 9 places for the shulker teleport. Oh, timed out. Oh, server's restarting, I think. So 9 spots. And then it's pretty much double that going the other direction. We pretty much have 9. Oh, actually, wait, no, it's probably more than that. Yeah, let's count it. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So it's 16, then another 16, 32, 33. We're looking at 297 different places for the shulker teleport if you use a rectangle. If you decide to use a square, hey Maiha, how's the stream going? Good. Streaming for 2.5 hours. HF was helping me set up the area which the shulker and golem overlap. So if we were to do a square, this guy doesn't aggro, right? Oh no, the aggro on the yellow. Yeah, so he should aggro here. A little bit iffy. It looks like he does aggro. So this would be the corner of... If we did square, this would be the corner. Let's pull up this to help us count. So 2, 4, 6. Whole chunk, 16. So 22. And it would go all the way to here. 22, 24, 26. 26, 27, okay. So we have 27 that way. We would... Only half of those could be used for actual teleporting locations. And then we times that, we take it the full distance, which is 27, since it's a square. We'd have around 364 spawning spaces. The square does give us more places for them to teleport to. It's not gonna be exactly that because of the... Really, did he put spawning spaces in the center? I would think so. Yeah, it looks like he does. Unless he cuts it a little bit short. Okay, so 360. 360. Hmm. Wonder if he also had some that they didn't do so well in the corners just because it's kind of iffy. Hey, rock giant. That one don't seem too iffy, but this one seems iffy here. They open and close like that. Why should the trapdoor be mostly closed? Because new shulkers can't get aggroed until the center guy becomes de-aggroed, which only can occur when the trapdoor is closed. Okay, let's put this guy here again. I just kind of want to see what happens. Yeah, it seems kind of iffy. It looks like once he does start shooting, he keeps shooting. Okay, so we'll accept these guys. So this would be the corner. Let's try to do for a square. The square would be... Let's start... White was... What was the white again? White was where the shulker's gonna teleport to. Okay, so I do white. Alternate. I work with odd numbers, so it's not going to work out on one of these ends. It doesn't work out here. We could just cut that short. Keep 3 space at mid. You think so? Oh, you want to put more space in the middle. That would be one way to get that extra room. Okay, strawberry. Without messing the pattern up too much. Size it up a little bit. Not AFK. But should I put a 3 in there? It would make it a little bit harder to explain to people to build it if I had a 3 in there. Best would actually probably be to start from the center and then go out so much each direction. But a 3 would... 3 might solve it. So if I did a 3 this direction, that means I also do a 3 this direction? Would it be like this in the center? Is this what I would be doing? No, no, no. Yeah, well... Trying to think, would this be harder to tell people about or not? Let's 3 wide this direction to compensate for the extra room. That does come out okay that way. Hey, evil. Hmm. If I didn't do that, then it would be a little bit different. Because it kind of comes down to how much do we need that extra room? It will be just of buy one if you don't do it. Yeah, what I could also do is I could also end it differently. It's not a big difference either way. Having a 3x3 might just be too big. Maybe the bullets might just end up going somewhere else. Actually, wait, I wouldn't need a 3x3, would I? Because I do this? But even having three wide, the bullet could miss. This one's probably still going. Asymmetric. It's not really that. It doesn't bother me that if it looks off. Just when I try to explain to people how to build it, it's symmetrical. It's a little bit easier to explain that to people. I don't know. I feel like 3 is gonna cause problems. The bullets gonna somehow miss the shulker. Diagonal at center. I think it's better just to. I think it's better just keep it 2. It can be lopsided, but then when I explain to people to build it, this piece here just won't be placed in. So it's like maybe a little bit confusing, but you just come down, you place a platform. The platform is gonna be like so many blocks in that direction. It should be the same amount of blocks in that direction, but it's gonna be slightly different that way from that way. It's Robin08 coming in with
Welcome 7 months.
7 months worth of Prime. Holy muggers. Thanks so much, Robin. Really appreciate the support. Welcome back to the Gordy Gang. Get access to a bunch of goodies. Someone do it the command !sub. Check out everything you get with your Twitch sub, which is exactly how Prime also works. When you resub with Prime, you have to. Not exactly sure. I think you have to click on something. I think if you do ! Free sub, it might explain how to do that. What do you say? Click the sub button. And it's the option. Okay, so Robin said just click the sub button and then the option. But yeah, thanks so much, Robin, for using your Prime here. If you guys don't know if you have Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime, you get a free sub each and every month, but you have to do it manually, like Robin did there. But by doing so, you give away free money, and you get all the rewards by being a sub. For me, I also have a bunch of them, including access to the sub server. You have to wait until your previous prime clears, then go into resub. Oh, cool. I'll probably put in a different clock. They also get aggro at this level. You prefer controller? Controller is really nice. Sub server is same as Patreon server. Yeah, it's call it sub server, but I guess you could call it like the support server, supporter server, server for supporters. Okay, so don't look like he aggro's down there. So here should be fine. Okay, yeah. Gets mad there. So we would stick the floor in. Floor would be in at this level. We have teleporting, place it from the teleport. Just above this. And then we would go from the bottom upwards. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks. Potentially 7. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, he has 8.5. How did he get? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.5. Oh, okay, ours is shorter because we have the golem on top, which makes it shorter. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6. Actually 6.5. We do lose some spawning spaces because we put them on top of each other. But overall, there should be more, especially if we chose to go upwards. Okay, so I think we got a lot of the basics figured out about this farm. Going forward, just going to be kind of making a bunch of different designs, testing them, see how much they produce per hour. I think we'll work on the rest of it Friday, depending on what Thursday's snapshot is about. But for the most part, it's going to be either using structure blocks or amulet to make a bunch of different designs. And then testing them. We got the layout. We know how many spawning spaces are on the bottom layer, and then it just be times 6. Shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be losing too many spawning spaces. We're only losing like 3 here, 3 here, 3 there. We might be losing maybe a couple hundred total. But so far it looks good. Probably come in with a different clock. But there's really not that much to the farm besides trying to get some of the little more statistics stuff figured out early on. We'll pick this up on Friday, depending on what the snapshot is. Like I said, have been streaming for almost 3 hours. My throat's getting a little bit sore from talking. Make sure you guys are subbed to me on YouTube, as well as that bell notification turned on. Also follow me on my Discord. Link are there in the chat so you guys don't miss out future streams. But before we end this stream, we're gonna pass the fun over by raiding another fellow Minecraft streamer that's doing some vanilla survival Minecraft playing, and we're going to be raiding